This was the late 19th century, and Boston stood proudly as a major coastal city of the United States. Inside one of its houses, an unusual moment was unfolding. A woman living there had commissioned her portrait from one of America's most renowned artists. Yet before she could accept the painting, a teenage boy, only 15 years old, was invited to see it. The woman waited anxiously. After a long pause, the boy finally arrived. She revealed the portrait. The boy studied it silently, then spoke with unsettling honesty. He said that if this painter had once painted Leonardo, he would have given him the eyes of a wounded eagle, not eyes filled with artificial contentment. He would have shaped the lips like a flower touched by the final drop of morning dew. He pointed out the sadness hidden behind the painted smile, saying the portrait tried to disguise sorrow as satisfaction. The woman was stunned. She looked at the boy and said that he was not merely an artist, but also a poet, almost a sorcerer who could see beyond surfaces. That boy was Gibran. The world would later know him as Gibran Khalil Gibran. Gibran was born in the mountain town of Bishari, in what is now Lebanon. At the time of his birth, the region was under Ottoman rule. His father worked as a tax collector, but struggled with alcoholism and violence. Home was not a place of peace for young Gibran. Whenever the beatings became unbearable, he would escape to a nearby cave and hide there for hours. Even in school, discipline frustrated him. When teachers scolded him, he responded by sketching cartoons of them. This habit soon turned into a deep love for drawing and portrait making. When Gibran discovered the works of Leonardo da Vinci, something ignited inside him. He began drawing relentlessly, on paper, on walls, even carving figures into snow along the mountain paths when nothing else was available. Alongside his artistic obsession, he possessed a strange fascination with storms. Whenever thunder roared, he would rush outside, tearing at his clothes, as if chaos itself fueled his creativity. Life soon delivered harsher storms. His father was arrested on corruption charges and imprisoned. His mother, Camila Rami, exhausted by years of suffering, decided to leave everything behind. She gathered her children and journeyed to America, settling in Boston. There she supported the family by sewing clothes. Gibran enrolled in immigrant classes to learn English. His poverty and foreign background made him a target of ridicule, but he remained focused. He joined an art institution near his home, where a teacher recognized his extraordinary talent and introduced him to influential artistic circles. Through these connections, Gibran refined his skills and gained exposure to photography, painting, and publishing. At the same time, he immersed himself in English literature, reading poets like William Blake, Keats, and Shelley. Yet his heart pulled him back to Arabic culture, prompting his return to Lebanon to study classical Arabic literature. Back in Beirut, Gibran pursued formal education and later returned to Bishari during vacations. There he encountered his father again, whose condition had worsened. During a gathering, Gibran recited poetry that impressed everyone, except his father, who dismissed it cruelly. That moment shattered something inside him. He left home and found refuge elsewhere. During this period, he experienced love for the first time, a love that was intense, mutual, and doomed. Society intervened, families objected, and meetings were forbidden. Their secret encounters only deepened the pain of eventual separation. Heartbroken, Gibran returned to America carrying emotional scars that would echo through his writing. Tragedy followed him relentlessly. Within a short span, his sister died of tuberculosis. Soon after, his brother succumbed to the same illness, and then his mother passed away from cancer. Only Gibran and his sister Mariana remained. To support them, Gibran managed a struggling business until its debts were cleared. He then abandoned commerce entirely, choosing literature and art. Mariana sustained the household with her sewing income. His first breakthrough came through art exhibitions. One such exhibition introduced him to Mary Haskell, a woman who would become his closest supporter, editor, and emotional anchor. Their relationship was deep but never fulfilled in marriage. It was Mary who encouraged Gibran to write in English and helped refine his language. With her guidance, his voice reached a global audience. Gibran traveled to Paris to further his artistic education, absorbing modernist and rebellious philosophies. His works began challenging religious hypocrisy and political authority, earning both admiration and hostility. Despite threats and opposition, his reputation grew. His paintings won awards, and his books gained international recognition. He eventually settled in New York, where he became a central figure in literary and artistic circles. His writings blended poetry, philosophy, and mysticism. One book in particular transformed him into a global phenomenon, a work that spoke of love, freedom, pain, and the soul. It broke sales records, was translated into dozens of languages, and became one of the most widely read books of the century. Fame and money, however, could not heal his loneliness. He never married and remained concerned about his sister's future. Financial mismanagement and declining health weakened him. One morning, he was found gravely ill and rushed to hospital. Before his closest companions could arrive, he slipped into a coma and passed away. His final wish was honored, to rest in his birthplace. His body was returned to Bashari, where a museum now stands in his memory. The words engraved on his grave echo his spirit. "I am alive like you, and I stand beside you. Close your eyes and look around. You will see me before you." Gibran belonged nowhere, yet to everyone. A wanderer between nations, cultures, and beliefs. He refused citizenship, choosing instead to belong to humanity. The boy who once criticized a portrait went on to paint the human soul itself, through words, colors, and ideas that continue to awaken minds across the world.